This is Little Bits, and what this is a kit to teach you about electronics and how they work. One of the things that you can do with this kit is, as you see, every piece is color-coded. It's also labeled with the direction that you need to use it. You simply snap them together, just like that, and then you can use them. This is our power source right now. So one of the experiments you can do is tell students to figure out what these pieces do based on their color. So for example, we have a piece with a little light. If I put it on here, it lights up, which tells you that this piece probably has to do something. I have a piece here that has a little buzzer on it, which is pink, and if I plug that in here, it sounds the buzzer. So that tells you the pink is probably something that you need to use to input. And so you can teach about input and output doing that. Other things that you can teach about are things like serial circuits, which would be stuff in a line, like this circuit to make the buzzer sound, or parallel circuits, which is what this piece is for. It goes in here and then comes out here in different parallel lines. And you can also build things. Now this instruction book will go through everything for you, but it's nice to let the students just figure them out themselves and see what they can do. It also has some projects in the back so that you can actually try and put things together and see what you can come up with. So that's what I did. I started building this, and we need to use this piece, which lets me vary the kind of power that it uses. So we put that in here. I do have to tell you that sometimes it's don't snap in that well, so just be aware of that, because that can be a little frustrating. But once you get everything in here, I've got this set up because when I plug this in, whoa, there it goes. See, we just lost everything. But the other thing I could do with it is plug this in, and now my car has a horn. So you can have fun playing with it. Something else you can do is you can also use it to teach students about physics. There's plenty of pieces here that will let you do something like that. So for example, these pieces here, this one is a RGB light where you can adjust the red, green, and blue in the light. This piece you can use either as a counter or to measure the amount of power that's going through. Now watch this. If I plug this in, it just lights up and it tells me that there's 5 volts of power going through. But if I use this piece instead first, now I can vary the amount of power. But watch what happens to the light. As I go up, the light actually starts by turning red. Then it goes through green, and then it goes through blue. You just showed your students about electromagnetics, sorry, my tongue trips. And the fact that red light doesn't use as much energy as blue light. So besides playing, there's also all sorts of other things that you can teach your students. So I guess I can put this back together and try and run it again. Yeah, you have to kind of really press it in there. So let's get our piece here. This is what lets me control how much power the wheels have. And let's see, yep. Just doesn't want to quite fit in there. We'll plug in our horn. There we go. Something's not connected right. But that's part of the fun of it. Sometimes it doesn't always work quite right. So, that's working. So this probably wasn't fully connected in there. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, you definitely want to play with these things yourself so you can find out what the issues are with working with them with others. And this definitely seems to be one of the issues. These just don't snap in that well. Let's try this again. Yeah, now it's working right. Until the wheel fell off. And there's your little car. I'll leave the rest for you to discover.
Dr. Victoria Brown with the Department of Curriculum Instruction, and I'm one of the instructional technology